Thunder Bomber main event rolling around the speedway, and it's hard to believe this is our first main event of this year. As we got the field doubled up, try and get everybody in there, see if everybody is indeed in their right spot. Tinker Roberts in the 42, along with the 28 of Brooke Beckham. That'll be row 1, set to lead the field to green. Then you've got the 2 of Shane McDaniel, alongside the Sandman in the 12, Troy Bagwell. Starting row 3, you'll have the 44, Wendell Smith, along with the 8 of Ed Hodges. Then you'll have our second 42 tonight. That is Grant Burton in that black and gold numbered 42, alongside the 21 of Drew Smith. Behind them in row 5, you'll have the 78 of David Stone, along with the 17 of Dylan Chappell. Row behind them will be the 1 of Chris Stewart and the 4 of Lexi Gardner. Then to round out the field, you will have the 55 of Storm Harsey and the 45 of Jeffrey Bodie. 1 to go sign is out. Field doubled up. One more pace lap here through 1 and 2. On the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Again, on the initial start of the race, got to wait till the orange stripe to fire over there at the blue water tanks now. This will be a 15-lap main event for the Thunder Bombers. Roberts and Beckham down through turn 4. Green flag is out for the first main event. And they are 3 wide already, down into turn 1. The 2 in trouble. Slow down on the inside as Calamity Corner is turn 1 indeed. Caution out on the opening lap. That started from about the 2 car there of Shane McDaniel. Could not get going. Everybody did a good job from preventing that from getting a lot worse. It looked a lot worse than it actually was. 2 cars have already cleared the scene of the incident. Stewart and McDaniel still slowed down the back straightaway. 2 cars still remain tangled up down on the inside of the corner. That is Harsey, and I think that's the 4 of Gardner also involved. Caution will be on the 2 car of McDaniel here. No laps complete of 15. So we'll double them up and try again. And Harsey will make the left-hand turn into the pits. Officially, no laps complete, so second attempt coming up here at the double file start. You get 3. So it will be Roberts, Beckham, Smith, Wendell Smith, Troy Bagwell, that'll be row 2. Row 3, you got Grant Burton and Ed Hodges make up the first 3 rows, followed by Stone, Chappell, Drew Smith, Chris Stewart, Jeffrey Bodie, Lexi Gardner, and the 2 of Shane McDaniel. Got to wait till you get in the middle of 3 and 4, though, right there at the orange stripe. Still the initial start of the race. Green flag back out. A little bit calmer this time. Everybody stays double file down into turn 1. Contact 4 to 4 spot as they will go 3 wide. Chappell in the middle. Trouble for Grant Burton as he swings up high. Chappell has to back out of it. Stone and Hodges as Troy Bagwell, hard right-hand turn up through turn 3. And that collects a couple more cars as the caution flag will come out. Dylan Chappell goes around along with the 8 of Ed Hodges. Caution back out, still no laps complete. So trying to see if we can get the 17 of Dylan Chappell refired and back in the race. As I'm trying to look through and see, his last Thunder Bomber win, I believe, came all the way back on August 31st, 2019. Last chance here to double file start. No laps complete. Got to get 15, guys. Roberts and Beckham on the front row. Wendell Smith, Troy Bagwell, Grant Burton, and Ed Hodges the first 3 rows. Down into turn 3 and 4. Green flag is out. And they dance them off turn 4 down into turn 1. First 3 rows, double file. Now they drop down single file through the first 3 spots as here comes Beckham. A big run on Tinker Roberts. Diving down to the inside. Roberts in the 42 up high. Beckham goes for a slide. He'll drop back in the line. They make it through 3 and 4 as Roberts will come by to complete lap 1. Rest of the field will do as well as everybody else drops in single file. It's Roberts, Beckham, Wendell Smith, Troy Bagwell, Grant Burton 5th, but under fire from Ed Hodges here as Hodges has David Stone all over his back bumper. That is where the split is in the field, about that 6th spot where David Stone is pressuring Hodges to break into the top 6. Burton there running in that 5th spot. Not showing up on race monitor, but Burton is in 5th in that black and gold number 42. It's still Tinker Roberts out front. Wendell Smith has caught the 2nd place car of Brooke Beckham, trying to track him down for that spot. They've got half a second to your current race leader, Tinker Roberts. They'll be tracking down some lap traffic here to get around the 45 of Jeffrey Bodie. He pulls down to the inside and lets the top 3 get by. Now the top 3 have formed a breakaway from 4th and 5th as Bagwell up high defending from Grant Burton in 5th. David Stone leaving Ed Hodges behind to make it a 3-car fight for that 4th spot. 5 laps go in the books again, going to 15, so about a third of the way through this one. Tinker Roberts leads it over Brooke Beckham, the 28. Wendell Smith has caught him, and Roberts not too far in front of him for that race lead. Bagwell under fire, all sorts of pressure from Grant Burton, who slings it up to the high side. That's going to cost him some track position as here comes David Stone looking to break into the top 5. And lots of smoke out of the 44. Wendell Smith, kaboom, the 44 has let go. And there is some fluid down in turn 3. Bagwell spins, but the 44 has expired. Caution out here with 5 laps complete. The engine on the 44 of Wendell Smith has let go going into turn 3. I believe a little bit of fluid put down as well as Bagwell spun to avoid. But Wendell Smith had a strong run going. Was running 3rd there, going for 2nd on Beckham. Lights going out, getting ready to go back to green flag racing. 5 laps complete, 10 more to go for the Thunder Bombers. Single file restart coming up here on the back straightaway at the orange stripe. Field bunching up behind Tinker Roberts, Brooke Beckham, Troy Bagwell, Grant Burton, and David Stone, the top 5 through turn 3. Green flag is back out, and they will go 3 lanes deep coming off turn 4. Lots of contact there between Hodges. Got a fender flying off somebody, rolls down to the inside, and let's see if that brings a caution out. It will indeed. And a little bit of unhappiness, displeasure there on the back straightaway as between McDaniel and I think that's Hodges. Lights gone out, field getting the 1 to go sign. Need 10 more laps here. Tinker Roberts still leading over Brooke Beckham. Troy Bagwell up to 3rd as need to get a lap in to get the scoring correct. Field down the back straightaway. The top 6 or so have bunched up, and here comes a green flag. And Roberts will bring him off turn 4, down the front straightaway into turn 1. Drew Smith slow on the start, but he's got the 21 going again as heavy contact into turn 1. Chris Stewart and Ed Hodges collected up in that. And you guessed it, caution back out. Hodges will take the 8 off track as the lights go out. Still showing 5 laps complete. Tinker Roberts, Brooke Beckham, Troy Bagwell, Grant Burton, David Stone, also still the top 5 as we get ready to get back going again. Down into turn 3, Roberts will lead the field. Green flag back out. Guys, let's get some laps in. Top 6 breakaway down into turn 1. Grant Burton all over the back bumper of Troy Bagwell as David Stone under fire from McDaniel there. 4 cars under a blanket for that 3rd spot. See if that lets the top 2 break away. That's the way it was in their heat race between Roberts and Beckham. They broke away and settled it between themselves, looking at 3 wide. Stone had to back out of it. More contact. Bagwell goes around down the back straightaway, and caution is out. Lights back out. 6 laps are complete. 9 more, guys. Tinker Roberts over Beckham. And Stone McDaniel, nice rebound for the 2, up to 4th. Drew Smith, quiet run up to that 5th spot in the 21. Chris Stewart, Troy Bagwell, Grant Burton, and then Lexi Gardner as the field comes back to green. And the top 4 have a breakaway as there is more contact down the front straightaway. They somehow keep them straight as here comes McDaniel going for 3rd on Stone. Further back, Grant Burton working back underneath the 12 of Troy Bagwell. They're going to run into traffic with the 1 of Stewart. As Burton able to make the pass off of turn 4, but up front, it is Tinker Roberts leading with Beckham in 2nd, about half a second back off of pace. And now here comes Chris Stewart diving underneath the 21. That is the battle for 5th back there, and Grant Burton trying to make it 3 wide. They all get hooked together, and heavy contact between Drew Smith and Troy Bagwell. The 12 is involved in that one, and caution flag once again back out. It's still Tinker Roberts and Brooke Beckham up front. Those 2 have pretty much controlled not only this main event, but they controlled their heat race that they were in. Shane McDaniel, after being involved in a couple earlier cautions, has made his way back up to 3rd. David Stone being able to quietly navigate his way through the field. He is up to 4th. And Chris Stewart in the 1 having a good run to round out the top 5. Grant Burton's had an up and down night. He currently runs in the 6th spot. Lexi Gardner there in 7th. Jeffrey Bodie and Drew Smith to round out the cars that are currently on track. A couple cars are a lap down, or being shown a lap down. A couple of cars also off track. Those are Wendell Smith and Ed Hodges. Field coming through turn 4. Green flag back out. 7 laps to go for the Thunder Bombers with Tinker Roberts leading them down into turn 1. Roberts able to gap Beckham by a couple of car lengths as McDaniel fading back into the clutches of David Stone. Everybody clear so far through 3 and 4. It's still Tinker out in front. The 42 trying to claim an opening night win. As Beckham 4/10 behind him, trying to reel him in. Grant Burton all over the back bumper and now all over the outside wall as he almost caught it. Able to keep it going though, but he's going to lose some ground to 5th place Stewart. Battle for 2nd here. We've got McDaniel down underneath Beckham. McDaniel in the 2. There's more contact there for that spot as McDaniel kind of just bounces off and keeps going. McDaniel, though, has about half a second to go to catch your leader, Tinker Roberts, in the 42 as he continues to pull away. Under 5 laps to go here. It is a 3-car race. David Stone in trouble down in turn 1. He pulls it down to the inside. They've got a 2-car fight there. Stewart and Burton all over each other as Burton sideways, back left, back right. They keep it going as the leaders flash by down the front straightaway. Don't think Stone's going to make it back around as the yellow will fly. Caution flag is out. David Stone in the 78 parked down low at the entrance of turn 3. 78 of Stone takes it to the pits. So he will be the 3rd car to head to his pits out of this race. The other 2, of course, Wendell Smith, engine let go on the 44. Ed Hodges, not exactly sure what was wrong with the 8.
2 should be scaled. Ready.
It'll be a 3-lap shootout to decide things. 12 laps in, 3 more to go to 15. Tinker Roberts over now Shane McDaniel in 2nd. Brooke Beckham 3rd. Chris Stewart 4th. And Grant Burton has made his way back up into the top 5 for the 42. Field down into turn 3. And the green flag is out. Roberts will lead him down. And it is a top 3 breakaway with 3 laps to decide it. Roberts up to the high side off turn 2. McDaniel with Beckham about half a lane lower than him as they work their way down into turn 3. Beckham trying to get that second spot back as he lost it just before that most recent caution, but he's only going to have 2 more laps to go to try and get around 2 cars for the main feature win. Stewart having to fight that wheel, had to jerk it back to the left as he was all out of shape in turn 2. Down through 3 and 4 this time. 1 more lap to go. White flag is out for Tinker Roberts in the 42. Shane McDaniel down into turn 1 about half a second back. Down the back straightaway into turn 3. Tinker Roberts half a second up on second place. Off turn 4, lap traffic not going to be an issue. And Tinker Roberts is your first feature winner of 2020. Shane McDaniel second, Brooke Beckham third, Chris Stewart a top 5 run in fourth, and Grant Burton will round out the top 5 for your Thunder Bombers. And a opening dirt donut for Tinker Roberts, and giving Jason down there a nice little dirt bath too. Don't worry, I think Tide will take care of that.